A healthy and warm good morning to respected seniors, dear colleagues, and my dear friends. Myself, Dr. Snehal Pawar, as a clinical secretary, on the behalf of SOGS team, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all for today's annual general meeting. Coming together is a beginning, staying together is a progress, and working together is a success. This was to our team and the future new team. Today we stand on a platform built by the relentless efforts of vision and dedication of respected seniors. Their guidance has laid a firm foundation upon which we continue to grow and progress. It will get stronger by each new team as unity is a strength. When team work in collaboration, wonderful things can be achieved. As we are heading towards the end of tenure 25-26, today we carry mixed emotions, pride in what we have done and gratitude for the trust we received and the confidence that the next team will take it even further. As handover is not an end, it is the continuation of a shared vision. It was a great year of CME, conferences, academic fees, cultural event under the able and visionary leadership of our President, Dr. Sujata Kulkarni Madam. So, society has witnessed a truly enriching academic year, and it was possible due to the active support of SOGS team. As we are handing to the new SOGS team, wishing the new team for the successful and inspiring tenure ahead, which will take SOGS to the new horizon. I now request our calm, composed honorary secretary to read the minutes of annual general meeting.
A hearty good morning to all. Before we move on to our next agenda, it is important that we take a few minutes just to know the last minutes of the AGM. This AGM was held on 6th of April 2025 at Hotel Balaji Sarovar. It was a physical meeting with the installation of new team for the year 25-26. Meeting was followed by late Dr. V.N. Shirodkar Oration by Dr. Chandrakar Kanase. He delivered a lecture on solving metabolic maze of PCOS. Dr. Lalita Agrawal welcomed all members. Minutes of last AGM was read by Secretary Dr. Amruta Kumthekar. Secretary report was presented by Dr. Amruta and was approved by all. Annual audited report was presented by Dr. Chandrakant Jadhav, which was approved by all. The new team of office bearers for the year 25-26 was elected unopposed. The outgoing president, Dr. Neeta Ghate, addressed the gathering. The incoming president, Dr. Sujata Kulkarni, and her team got installed. Dr. Sujata Kulkarni, the new president, addressed the audience. The incoming treasurer, Dr. Lata Patil, proposed the budget for the year 25-26. It was approved by Dr. Dabde sir and seconded by Dr. Baldwar sir. The felicitation of SOGS members for their academic achievements was done at the hands of Dr. Neeta Ghate madam and her team. Dr. Gurram sir suggested minute book to be maintained for one complete year, which was seconded by Dr. Kumthekar sir. Dr. Dabde sir suggested no money should be taken from our members for any CME held throughout the year. He also suggested that the post of honorary secretary and treasurer should be continued for at least 2 years for smooth functioning of the society. Website coordinator should upload all academic activities on YouTube was suggested by Dr. Dabde sir. All the members agreed to continue CA as Mr. Pandre and accountant as Mr. Arvind for the year 25-26. Vote of thanks was given by Dr. Lalita Agrawal. Thank you.
Are the minutes approved? Okay, sir. Proposed by Dr. Monica and seconded by Dr. Kumthekar, sir. Now I request Dr. Ketki Madam to read the Secretary report of the year.
A hearty good morning to all. Myself, Dr. Ketki Joshi, take the privilege to present the Secretary report for the year 25-26. Today is not just a reflection of the year gone by, but also a celebration of our collective efforts, achievements, and growth as an organization. Thank you all for being part of this journey. True to our motto, learn, unlearn, and relearn, the year was filled with learning, collaboration, and interactive sessions aimed at enhancing knowledge and skills. Alongside academic excellence, we also had social initiatives, awareness campaigns, and various camps. Each of these accomplishments has been possible due to collective efforts, dedication, and enthusiasm of all our members and continuous support of our seniors and teachers. Let us move forward with the same spirit of collaboration and commitment for the next year. Our team was installed on 6th of April 2025 under the leadership of our enthusiastic and dynamic President Dr. Sujata Kulkarni, Secretary Dr. Ketki Joshi, Treasurer Dr. Lata Patil, and Clinical Secretary Dr. Snehal Pawar. We had a supporting and a very enthusiastic executive body members. Our first clinical meeting was at Hotel Pratham, which was case presentation by PG students. The first CME was in the month of April, which was in association with Foxy, and it was about maternal nutrition. It had a fun activity where our members brought a fruit or a vegetable which color coordinated with their dresses, and they spoke about it. The second clinical meeting was on thyroid disorders in pregnancy. It was a one-to-one conversation on case-based scenarios with Dr. Harshal Kakade. The second CME was a medico-legal MTP CME with a very well-appreciated moot court. The third clinical meeting was on endocrine disorders. The third CME was in association with MSR and also had a PCO Pathshala. This CME, we had received 2 MMC credit points. The fourth clinical meeting was on tuberculosis, where postgraduate students presented cases on tuberculosis in gynecology. The fifth clinical meeting was on hematological disorders in pregnancy. The next was a CME, which was in association with Foxy, where there were case presentations and a very good discussions on it. The sixth clinical meeting was again a case presentation by PG students, and we had a very healthy discussion on those cases. We had a hysteroscopy workshop in the month of November. It was in association with IAGE, Foxy, and CHL Fertility Hospital. There was a live demonstration of surgical cases by Dr. Telang. The seventh clinical meeting was on weight management and its treatment. The next meeting was a case presentation by PG students and consultants. The ninth clinical meeting was on a very new and unique topic of compression morbidity, where we had experts from the field of orthopedics, neurology, cardiology, and gynecology. Being the month of January, we also celebrated Makar Sankranta. This CME, which was arranged in the month of March, we had a unique first of its kind, and it was a CME in association with Physician Society of India. We had an academic feast as all the topics were very well curated and very useful in our day-to-day practice. During our tenure, we also had a very insightful seminar on PCP, NDT, POSH and MTP by Dr. Vaijayanti Patwardhan from Pune. We had we also participated in 2 webinars and also a Happy Learning Masterclass. During our tenure, we had 5 executive body meetings and 2 general body meetings. These are all the minutes of the meeting. We also had many social activities and public awareness program during our tenure. Nurses Day celebration at Dufferin Hospital, where we felicitated almost 15 nurses. Then we had this mass tree plantation program, which was held at Valial ground, and many of our SOGS members planted trees, and I'm happy to share that these trees are in a very good shape at present. Then we had a seminar on breastfeeding at Women and Child Hospital, Solapur. It was in association with Rotary Club, where we gave lectures on breastfeeding, as well as we distributed iron, calcium, and some healthy food and protein powder to the mothers. Then there was a one-day workshop on women health and mental health in Solapur University, where our president delivered a lecture. World Contraception Day in association with Family Planning Association of India. Then there were, we delivered many lectures on menstrual hygiene and HPV vaccination at various schools and colleges. Then this was a breastfeeding week which we celebrated at Government Women's Hospital. Anemia detection camp which was held at Nursing College, where we did a CBC of many nursing students and treated them. This was a lecture in adolescent health which was delivered at ITI Dufferin Chowk. During our tenure, we had a public forum on cervical cancer detection and HPV vaccination, which was a part of FOXY Presidential Conference. Then we had a cancer awareness program which was conducted at Wadia Hospital. It was attended by ASHA workers and the hospital staff. Lectures was given on cancer detection, HPV vaccination, and breast cancer. As a part of Evolve conference, we had participated in 3 public forums. Me Manasvi, which was for the college students, Gyan Prayas, which was for adolescent boys, and Surakshit Matrutva, which was for ASHA workers. It was a very unique concept, and we received a very huge response. As a part of World Cancer Day and Cancer Awareness Program, our team, along with Solapur Cancer Society, under the able leadership of Dr. Rohini Deshpande Madam, conducted free pap smear camp for hospital staff. It was very useful, and many hospitals very actively participated by sending their staff for pap smear. We had 2 conferences. First was the FOXY Presidential Conference in the month of July, where we had delegates from all over India, and it was a very grand success. The second conference was the Evolve Conference, which was organized by Aklus Society in association with SOGS and AMOGS. We had a very short and sweet trip to Goa with our SOGS family, where there was lots of fun and bonding and so many memories to cherish. The Diwali was celebrated by arranging a ghazal night by Mr. Pranav, which was very well appreciated and enjoyed by all. Bhondla and Garba celebration was done by the participation of our members, and they had come in their best attire. We had International Yoga Day celebration in association with IMA. It was an altogether different experience as we learnt Hasya Yoga from Mrs. Bharti Deshpande. In the month of February, we had late Dr. Mrs. Manjiri Chitale Oration, which was delivered by Dr. Ramya Kanan on the topic Mental Health for Medical Professionals. Dr. Sampath Baldava sir received Lifetime Achievement Award during this oration. Now, this is the list of participation of SOGS members in various zonal and state conferences as speaker, panelist, and chairperson. We also, during the Evolve conference, MCOG fellowship, ABCDI and ABCDAG fellowships were conferred on some of our members during the MCOG convocation. These are the members who received various awards, and we are going to felicitate them shortly. So just to enumerate, Dr. Kumtekar sir, Dr. Milind Shah sir, Dr. Rohini Deshpande madam, Dr. Rajiv Dabde sir, Dr. Shashikant Umbardan, Dr. Pratibha, and Dr. Monica. These are the list of the PG students who received various prizes. They are also going to be felicitated soon. Now, through the turning pages of the year, our meetings blossomed in a spectrum of colors, each gathering painted with its own hue and mood. from soft pastels to vibrant shades of rainbow. Every theme wove a thread of joy, creativity, and togetherness among us. In those shared moments of color and academics, we didn't just meet, but we celebrated, turning ordinary days into a canvas of cherished memories. And all this was only possible because of the support of all our SOGS family. Thank you all for the support and encouragement throughout the year. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ketki, ma'am. This annual report is approved by Dr. Bahubali Doshi, sir, seconded by Dr. Milind Shah, sir. I now request our treasurer, Dr. Lata Patil, madam, to present the audited account report of 25-26.
It's my privilege to present the audited financial report of the SOGS Society for the year 2025 and 26. The statement is systematically divided into two key sections: income and expenditure account and the balance sheet. Firstly, the income expenditure account outlines the total earnings of the society during the financial period. The balance sheet is structured into two distinct components: funds and liabilities as credit side, property and assets as debit side. Now, I will begin with the income and expenditure account. Firstly, our income to society is derived mainly from the membership fees of 3,50,710, CME fees 12,04,700, stall and sponsorship income 13,18,165, interest on saving accounts 12,495, interest on fixed deposit 4,52,564, interest on the IT refund 3,831, donation around 8,200, deficit carried over to balance sheet is 5,63,893, total is 39,14,558. Our expenditure includes IMA hall rent 25,000, educational, that is CME and conference expenses 35 lakhs 34,348, legal fees 1 lakhs, audit fees 16,200, other items 2 lakhs 37,234, depreciation of 1,776, so total 39 lakhs 14,558. Balance sheet, fixed assets including video camera of 10,061, fixed deposit with banks of 61 lakh 89,624, sundry debtors in IMA 1 lakh 55,000, other receivables 82,966, TDS receivable 1 lakh 15,250, GST cash ledger balance 10,617, bank balance in Union Bank 78,939 and Bank of Maharashtra 1,48,102, cash in hands of 10,987, so total 68 lakhs 1,546. Our liabilities trust fund is 10,000, building fund of 7 lakh 50,000, income and expenditure 59 lakhs 31,780. Current liabilities are professional and consultancy fees payable of 86,608. For TDS payable is 12,538. Sundry creditors 10,620. Total 68 lakhs 1,546. So our details of expenditure. Okay, details of conference expenses are hall rent of 13. We have given 2.5 lakhs to IMA. They are every year we are paying 25,000. It is like that.
In our account. So what he is doing is every year he is taking 25,000. Per year.
Yeah.
So that is only for the purpose of
Yes. Yes. They are deducting, yeah. Just to show audit, yeah. Yes, yes, yeah. For conferences, madam, our July conference, it is around 23 lakhs 38,397. It is given in there, yeah. Yeah, everything. Registration fees. 6,000. For every member 6,000.
No, but what I want to say, if we are spending so much, why we collect so much of registration fees?
That amount is also not sufficient actually.
Yes, yeah.
Actually, for
Is only the food fees that we incur at Solapur, at Sarovar, that is including breakfast, lunch, the conference banquet and the next 2 days. There is no extra charge that we take from the delegate. Ma'am, because the food here is 1,600.
because if
For
it's
three
with
dinners,
GST, we have to pay that much.
plus GST for the, that is only the food expenses now.
Any doubt? Yeah. Thank you everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lata ma'am.
Just hold on. Apparently there is a deficit in this account this year. Right? Deficit of 5 lakh.
So actually we had 2 FDs which we have dissolved in this 2 years. So last year what had happened, there was a deficit because last year TDS and GST was not paid. Last year Pandre fees was not paid. And last year we had to pay the fees of Shirodkar Oration also. And second of all, this year we had to pay Mr. Habib fees for change in report. So that also came in picture. And there was some extra, like we got this 10 AB and this thing. So we had to pay extra for that also to the CA. So it is showing the deficit, sir.
Yeah, so next year those expenditure will be off. And we have made it a point where passed in the executive committee that the every year report must be filed. And that is the responsibility of the past executive committee as well as the present executive committee to see that the reports are filed in time so that we don't lose so much of money.
Yes, sir.
Years where we don't pay the don't file the change of report. But now, in the recent last executive meeting, Dr. Gurham has suggested now it is online. And we can definitely do it the same year itself to save a lot of actually the money out of it. So I think that should be followed and it should be minuted. We have minuted that in last 2-3 years GBM also. But unfortunately for some or other reason it is not getting implemented. So every year the change of report has to be compulsory. That one need to do. Should we stipulate some time frame for that?
Sir, it
Yes,
has been
sir.
suggested, sir.
10 days.
Sir, yeah.
Yeah, within 10 days and now it is online. And Dr. Gurram has taken
Yeah.
the responsibility
Yes.
that he will guide the incoming
Yeah.
team and we will file it within 10 days of taking office.
Yeah. So as he has extended his help, we should utilize it and we should definitely make it a point that it goes within 10 days. He will support for that. We can save a lot of money which we are giving to the advocate for change of.
याच्यामध्ये एकच आहे की मागचं तुम्ही सबमिट केलेलं आहे त्यामुळे तुम्हाला माहिती आहे कशा पद्धतीनं करायचं आहे. आता हे मीटिंग संपल्यानंतर आधीचा सेक्रेटरी आणि आत्ताचा सेक्रेटरी दोघांनी मिळून ते त्याप्रमाणे ड्राफ्ट करायचं, त्याची PDF तयार करायची आणि त्याच्यानंतर 2 गोष्टी कराव्या लागतात. एक चेंज रिपोर्ट एक तो सादर करावा लागतो. सेकंड थिंग ॲट द सेम टाईम ऑडिटर रिपोर्ट सादर करावा लागतो. ते दोन्ही केलं तरच ते सगळं होणार आणि हे नाही झालं तर असे 1 लाख रुपये द्यावे लागतील.
True, sir. Actually, we have submitted audited report from 2008 in this tenure, and we were really lucky to get all the audited report from 2008. A big thanks to Ivare because he had all this report, but then we were not knowing that they have to be submitted to charity
No,
case.
we are having every year audited reports. Only thing is they have not submitted.
Monica, madam. As per Managing Council of organization, we received applications for the various posts. For the President, Dr. Vijay Pawar sir. For Vice President, Dr. Madhura Virkar madam. Honorary Secretary, Dr. Pragati Sathe. Clinical Secretary, Dr. Kinshu Kade. Treasurer, Dr. Urvashi Deshmukh. Executive Body Members, Dr. Lata Patil, Dr. Manik Guram sir, Dr. Meenal Chidgupkar madam, Dr. Saman Tamboli, Dr. Varsha Patil, Foxy representative, Dr. Monica Umbardan madam, legal advisor, Dr. Girish Kumthekar sir, AMOGS representative, Dr. Pratibha Baldava madam, WAPE coordinator, Dr. Ameya Guram, Dr. Niharika Raghoji. Managing Council has not received any other application. Council has declared them unopposed. Yes. Past President Dr. Sujata Kulkarni madam. This team will work under the guidance of President Dr. Vijay Pawar sir. Many congratulations to the upcoming team. Now I request our outgoing President, an enthusiastic, soft-spoken, dynamic Dr. Sujata Kulkarni madam to address the August gathering.
Respected senior members of our society and my dear friends, a very good morning and a warm welcome one and all. Today is not just a formal handover, it is a deeply emotional moment for me as I prepare to pass the reins of this beautiful chariot to the next team. As it is rightly said, leadership is not about being in charge, it is about taking care of those in your charge. This year gave me this privilege and I will be always grateful for it. When we initially began this journey, there was anxiety, there was uncertainty, wondering how things will happen. But step by step, together, we grew more confident, more seasoned. And now, it's time to hand over with heart full of gratitude and a mind full of beautiful memories. At the very outset, I express my heartful gratitude to my pillars of strength, my beautiful secretary, Dr. Ketki Joshi, calm, grounded, and extremely dependable. Once she decides, the work has to be done. My treasurer, gorgeous, flawlessly ready, Dr. Lata Patil, she ensured that all our accounts are up to date. And my lovely clinical secretary, Dr. Snehal Pawar, she was the youngest of all of us, but she managed the academics and the cultural activities very beautifully. I now like to take a moment to thank each of my executive member, my Vice President, Dr. Vijay Pawar, full of energy and ready to rock the coming year. Dr. Rohini Deshpande, what I should say for her, bas naam hi kafi hai. A true leader, a great academician, and she has all the new ideas and she will execute to the end and she will let us also execute them till the end. Dr. Rajiv Dabde sir, we are missing you. He was the one who pushed me to become the president and he was our opening batsman always and was there till the end. Dr. Manik Guram sir was quietly observing us what we are doing but always giving the right input at the right time. Dr. Girish Kumthekar sir, our perfect medico-legal guide, giving us clarity and confidence. Dr. Nanda Magai madam, we are missing her also. You give madam any task and maybe academic, I think madam is there at the right time. Any academic or any cultural task and madam will do it with full enthusiasm. Dr. Bakul and Dr. Monica, they will never say no to any of our programs. They will always step in. Dr. Milin Shah sir, the backbone of our conference, learn, unlearn and relearn. Resilient, composed and always smiling are his great qualities. Dr. Neeta Ghate madam, whenever I needed madam, she was there for me. Dr. Pratibha, we have found a gem in you. And thank you Dr. Sunita for always supporting all our social activities. To our respected seniors, Sardesai madam, Munut madam, Parikh madam, Chitnis madam. Actually Parikh madam has given all her blessings and good wishes for today's AGM and Shirodkar Oration. Bahubali Doshi sir, Ajit Kulkarni sir, Zamre madam, Baldava sir, Umbarze madam, Basudkar madam, thank you for your guidance and always being our compass. I also extend my gratitude to IMA President Dr. Manju Shah madam, our MOH Dr. Rakhi Mane, Dr. Rutvik Jaikar sir, Dr. Chaudhary madam, Dr. Tirankar madam, Dr. Gurram madam, Dr. Anjali Jamma, Dr. Madhuri Dabde madam, Dr. Rudrakshi sir and team, Dr. Manjiri Kulkarni madam, Dr. Sodal, Dr. Meenal Chidgupkar, for always being there in all our programs. A special thanks to all our educational partners for arranging our programs. And finally, a blanket thank you to each and everyone who was there with us. If I missed any name, please know you are deeply appreciated. To each and every member of our society, thank you for your trust, your participation, and your warmth. A special thanks to my family, my mother, my Maushi, Sanjay Dada, Raghunandan, Girija Sharvari for always being there for me. A special thanks to Kirpekar madam, Karvekar madam, and Bahubali Doshi for always being the first and attending and doing all our things with great enthusiasm. With all your support, we could make all our programs more vibrant and memorable. A special thank you to all our behind-the-scenes heroes, Mr. Ivare, Mr. Mohan, Mr. Saminder, Pore artist, and the Sarovar staff. This journey had been a great teacher. I entered the role as a clinician, but I leave a lesson far beyond medicine. From understanding GST and TDS to navigating the charity commissioner procedure, society bylaws, and even concepts like the irrevocable clause. This year expanded my horizons I had never imagined. As the saying goes, growth begins where comfort ends. And truly, this journey made me grow. I think I have become more confident, as if I have relearned myself. I feel a deep sense of satisfaction as I look back to this year. We received registration under 12A and 12AB of income tax law for 10 years. We cleared all our dues of TDS and GSTs for 19-20 and 24-25. We are happy to inform that all our pending change reports for past 4 years have been successfully completed. We have successfully incorporated irrevocable clause in our bylaws. We conducted 2 successful conferences, received total 16 MMC.2 from 8 from our 2 conferences. Our first collaboration with physician, embarrassing a multidisciplinary approach. We went beyond academics, spreading awareness on breastfeeding, cervical cancer, anemia, promoting Me Manasvi, ANC care, HPV vaccination, conducted various camps on breast examination and pap smear with Solapur Cancer Society. And yes, we also celebrated together our cultural programs, Bhondla, Garba, Diwali, Christmas, Ghazal, Sankranta, and a small trip to Goa, beautiful memories to cherish for years. And now, as I step down, there is fulfillment and a gentle nostalgia. Today, I hand over the reins, but I take with me something more beautiful. Your trust, your love, and memories that time can never take away from me. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for allowing me to serve.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sujata Madam. May I now request Dr. Sujata Madam to kindly proceed with the installation of new President, Dr. Vijay Pawar sir. Now I request our newly elected President, Dr. Vijay Pawar sir, to address the gathering and install his new team.
It is not a easy job, income tax exemption. And the other thing is, जुनं जे काय आहे ते सगळं संपवून नवीन कोरीपाटी तुम्ही त्यांच्या हातात दिलेली आहे आणि मनापासून काम केलं हे तुमच्या वाक्यातनं लक्षात आलं, त्याबद्दल पुन्हा एकदा तुमचा अभिनंदन.
It was totally Sujata's efforts. We were just helping her. 100%.
आणि please minute this as a resolution in your minutes that we are congratulating you all for making this wonderful work.
Congratulations Dr. Sujata, KP, Lata and Snehal for such a wonderful year. Thank you. And hearty congratulations to you as well, Dr. Vijay Pawar.
Yeah. Thank you all. Just before I begin my talk, I would like to appreciate the outgoing team, Dr. Sujata Kulkarni madam and her whole team. Actually, she has taken a Herculean effort, which is actually very unimaginable. No one from the past, any person who has been on this dais has done for the last, I think, 15-20 years. Madam, 2008, from that, it was a very difficult task to go in the charity office and manure everything. And especially calling the previous committee members to the office, getting the signs of all the past president, the vice president, the treasurers, making the whole bonds, making it sign. It is actually difficult. When we go to the government offices, we know for a simple thing it takes a whole day time. So for the last 15-20 years, things this team has managed, and I would appreciate with a round of applause from all of us for this team. So it is a very learning experience that this team has done, because I went there for two, 3 times by madam's order to get it done. It is really difficult to get it done, and it takes lot of time, and she has invested a lot of time sacrificing her practice for the society, and I truly appreciate for that, madam. Thank you. Distinguished guests, senior mentors, dear friends, and my fellow colleagues of Solapur OBGY Society, I stand before you today with a deep sense of responsibility. As we step into the year 26-27 term, we welcome the dawn of empowerment, a journey where we transition from simply practicing medicine to mastering the art of being empowered professionals. Before we look forward, I must look back. No one stands on this podium alone. I wish my gratitude to my parents for the values and sacrifices that built the person I am today, to my teachers for the wisdom and the clinical hands that guided me when mine were still learning, right from my UG days, the residency days, my PG teacher, Dr. Badwar madam from Sion Hospital. Then I worked as a lecturer with Dr. Suchitra Pandit madam, my senior mentor, Dr. Sanjay Rao sir. Now he is in UK, he is into the RCOG team right now in UK. So that was my foundation that guided me. Then coming to Solapur, first venture was with Ashwini Rugnalay, where I met Dr. Sardesai madam and team. Dr. Rajan Shah sir had incorporated me into the executive body in the SOGS that time. It was in the year 2008. And after that, my venture into medical college with Dr. Mangala Shinde, then Dr. Tirankar madam as the head of the department. So I thank all and have a lot of gratitude for all my teachers. To my students, for the last, I think 2010 to 20, this 26, around 15 to 16 years of resident students. I tried to mentor them, guide them, and that guidance, lot of things, rather, I don't know whether they learned anything from me, but I learned a lot of things from my students. The current generation is still like Kumtekar sir, not interested in coming to CME, so I would try to make a point that make it more interesting that they come on their own rather than by force coming to the CMEs. So somehow that trend has to change, and maybe somewhere we have to introspect why the next generation is still not being able to come to the CME. So more involvement of the juniors will be there in my team. So please excuse me for that. I have not included many senior members in the managing team this year. The senior members we will be incorporating as the mentors and the guides in the coming executive meetings. So to my colleagues, your partnership is the heartbeat of this society, and I am here because of all of you. So gratitude from my bottom of my heart for all of you. Even healers need care, and even experts need to evolve. This is the basic thought process for this year that we are going to have. So when I was thinking about the agenda for this year, so what I thought was I'll go to the website first and find out the SOGS constitution. So like that will be the compass of our journey. And the SOGS constitution that is there on the website was done by Dr. Gurram sir and me in 2011. And there are a lot of amendments that have been done, but still on the website it is the constitution that is there in 2011. So this year we are going to add all the amendments that we have done and update it on the website. Dr. Amay Gurram will be responsible for getting it done. The theme for this year's is the empowered obstetrician. We will focus on the skill, wellness and ethics in the coming year. So to achieve this theme, what I have thought in the present situation of the war-like situation all over the world, we will think global but act local. Like Madam was Sardesai Madam said that a lot of money is being taken for the conferences as a fee for attending these conferences. So maximum conferences we'll have with the global themes, but local lectures. So most of the personalities that you'll find will be from our local academic section. All our teachers will be giving these lectures. And of course, I will have a lot of global lectures, but we will not spend on the travel and accommodation of the lectures. They will do it more by the digital platforms. So many lectures are in the pipeline, especially in coordination with Dr. Sandesh Kade, who has a lot of global access in Abu Dhabi. So many doyens in obstetrics and gynecology, very senior faculties are available in infertility, reproductive medicine, endoscopy. They are going to guide us in our clinical meetings via the video lecture. So that is the thought that we'll think about globally, act locally, and maybe over a period of time it will become reverse, that we'll be thinking locally but acting globally. So at least few members will become global citizens. We have Dr. Sandesh Kade, Dr. Milind Shah sir, who are already global citizens. Most of the time they are not in Solapur, but still they are in Solapur. So something like that we'll have this year, many members. So what term that we are using is globalization. Globalization is globalization plus localization. So global distribution of ideas and products and mixture of ideas and concepts and products that are made for the local customer needs. That means all the global guidelines that have come, we are going to customize that to our society, and some form of guidelines will come up for this year in our society, especially when we have medical legal issues. We will have something which is our good clinical practice for the local societies. So we will be going to publish a few guidelines on major procedures that we are doing, and which will be customized to our society. So first pillar for this is the empowerment through skill. We'll have clinical excellence, monthly clinical meetings, which will be headed by Dr. Kinshu and Dr. Pragati. And this year, our Foxy President, Dr. Bhaskar Pal sir, fortunately, he is my senior from alumni from Sion Hospital. We have a good rapport with him. And we are going to have monthly Foxy and AMOX coordinated CMEs every month. So minimum 12, if the response is good, we can have up to 20 CMEs if it is possible, depending upon how much enthusiasm from the crowd is available. So that will be done in coordination with our Foxy coordinator Dr. Monica and AMOX coordinator Dr. Pratibha Baldava. Then coming to the clinical excellence in ultrasound, this year Dr. Sumit Chamaria sir is going to conduct 2 monthly workshops, right from basic to advanced, on ultrasound for all our juniors as well as senior colleagues. He will be doing that activity 1 to 2 hours per session. So twice a week he is going to do that activity. The first meeting will be starting on this month in 19th of April, Sunday. So he will be starting with the basic ultrasound. So those who are interested and want to revise their ultrasound knowledge, so Dr. Sumit will be available. Believe me, I have been working with him for the last 7-8 years. His talent is as good as Dr. Suresh, and I am not kidding on this part. He is really very talented person. So we all as a society should make use of him and use of his talent for our betterment. Then another conference that we are going to organize is a one-day workshop with Dr. Sumit Chamaria and the local team from the new incoming budding fetal medicine specialist from Solapur and around Solapur, especially from Barshi, Sangli, Miraz, and all his colleagues are going to organize some event which will be something on the similar ground that Mediscan organizes in Chennai. So this is as far as ultrasound is concerned. With Dr. Vidya Tirankar madam, my head of the department and guide, we are going to have some virtual simulator workshops. We have got good virtual simulators in VM Medical College in our skill labs. So we will make use of that for virtual training in laparoscopy, hysteroscopy, and also ultrasound. We are going to coordinate with the other societies also. So the first workshop that is coming in June 20 and 21st is with the Cardiology Society and Medicine Society, which will be on the artificial intelligence for doctors. So this is the conference. Already the brochure Dr. Rohini madam has circulated in our WhatsApp group. I would suggest all of you to register. I have registered for this conference. See, basically the world is evolving and the doctors are not going to be replaced by doctors or AI. Doctors are going to be replaced by doctors who are not using AI. So AI is something which we have to accommodate, learn it and evolve along with the changing scenario. With the Endometriosis Foundation of India, we are going to have a regional conference on endometriosis and laparoscopic techniques. This will be taken in Solapur, and for this we will have a lot of help from Dr. Niharika Raghoji for using her setup for the OT setup and the auditorium that they have in Raghoji Hospital. So this is the activity that we are planning. The dates will be somewhere in the months of winter. So the faculties that come, they are comfortable in Solapur. This will be led by Dr. Vimi Bindra and of course Dr. Sandesh Kade sir. So he will be leading this activity, the Endometriosis Foundation of India Regional Conference this year in Solapur. We will have a NDVH workshop, again the thinking global and acting local. So I will have all the faculties which will be local. So we will take the help of our senior mentors and leaders, Dr. Kumtekar sir and Guram sir for this workshop, and They will be demonstrating all the surgeries, sir. I have not asked you, but I know you will be doing it 100%. So without taking your permission, I have put this slide. That sir will be 100% be involved in this teaching, and I am sure it will be a grand success. And sir's concern regarding not this juniors not coming will be tackled. Then we are going to have one critical care conference in obstetric critical care. This will be in association with the Indian Society of Critical Care Medicine. Dr. Yogesh Rathod, who is the intensivist in Solapur, he has agreed, currently he is in the body of this Indian Critical Care Society, and he has agreed for a hands-on workshop. It will include advanced life support, basic life supports. We are in talks with Fernandez Hospital for some obstetric drills that we'll be doing. For this, we have taken permission from Kolur sir for using the premises of the new Yashodhara Hospital, where they have a good auditorium, and they are going to give this facility for us for a one-day conference on critical care in obstetrics. So this we are planning somewhere in July month. Then Dr. Milind Shah sir, who is the ISPAT president this year, he is also going to organize one conference for us. So the dates will announce once it is finalized. So these are the some of the events that are going to come. Some other events is IUI workshop. Again, my colleagues Dr. Shashika Numbardan, Dr. Hasina Sheikh, and Dr. Minal Chudgupkar, they are going to conduct this IUI workshop. Then the second pillar is going to be the wellness. So I am going to prioritize all the physicians, that is our obstetrician friends. So we are going to move beyond the burnout as a badge of honor. All of us are very busy being busy. So this year we are going to have a lot of relaxation activities, some mental health initiatives in association with psychologists and psychiatrist. We had one lecture last year with Ramya Kanan madam, and she is still interested to guide us in this year also. So we'll have some activities along with her, and also with the psychiatry society. Then physical ergonomics, you all know I am a bit fitness enthusiastic, so that part I am going to put into there. So you will find this in the menu also. So nutrition, all the menu that will be there for the CMEs will be more healthy. So pardon me for that. So this year I have decided that I am going to make you all fit and fine. So at least next 50 years I don't want any one of you to, yeah. So I am going to do some meetings in venues which are going to be near the gym. So one is Officers Club, another is Elysium. So some activities at offside we can have, poolside activities also we can have something. So that is in the planning. So financial security, some speakers, WealthCon speakers, we have a lot of local speakers who are with WealthCon. I think most of you are aware of the WealthCon activity that is happening in the medical fraternity by Dr. Ram. So he has lot of speakers that are there in Solapur, so they will guide the juniors as well as the seniors. As far as the financial security, we also this year learned about the GST, the trust thing. So those things also we will have some activities on that, awareness programs as far as our financial management, especially also for the senior members who are at the twilight of their practice. But I think they will also need some guidance on the financial security part. So those things are going to happen. As far as some trekking activity this year I have planned is once the monsoon gets over, maybe around in September, October, we'll have our trekking activity. So I will be giving you 2 or 3 months time. I want all of you to trek Shirodkar from down to up, not in a vehicle but on foot. So all of you start exercising and see that you are fit in the next 3 months. So that is the fitness test. I actually did that fitness test when I was in during the COVID times. So after coming out of the ICU and getting rehabilitated, the first thing I did was try the Shirodkar trek. So that was the plan before going to Leh. So we went to Leh after that. So before that I tried the trek. So whether I am fit to do the activities in Leh. So trekking trip to Shirodkar is something which we'll be trying, and of course we'll have our annual trip that we'll be planning. So a happy, healthy doctor is the best gift to our patients. So this year the mantra will be to be fit doctor. So next year, like this year madam has made the society financially fit, I am going to make the society members fit when I hand over the reins to incoming president Dr. Madhura Virkar madam. The third pillar will be the empowerment through ethics, practice with confidence. We all will be having a troubleshooting team. Dr. Manik Guram sir has already done before that in IMA. So this year we will be doing it for the society. So anywhere any problem occurs, especially any medical legal issue, before happening of the issue, any event happens, so we will always be there, just a phone call away. Some medical legal activities we are going to have the PCPNDT workshop with the authorities. Whether we like them or don't like them, we have to comply and act within the rules, because whatever we are thinking, their perspective is different. So we have to understand what is the perspective of the government and act accordingly. There are some laws which cannot be broken, so it has to be done, so it has to be done. So these medical legal activities will be happening this year. And as I told you, some guidelines will have, especially for the pre-op, work-op, cesarean section. Lot of guidelines have changed through the American Journal of Obstetrics and Gynecology in January 2026. Lot of innovative changes have happened in cesarean section. So we are going to have some workshop on this, especially upgrading on these guidelines of cesarean section. It's a very, all of us think it's a very straightforward procedure, but when their problems occur, there are surprises that happen. So lot of changes have happened in the guidelines. I have gone through the guidelines and there are very simple changes they have suggested, and it is very thought provoking, and I would like to share those during our clinical meetings, so that we will be treating our patients with confidence and without fear. So these are the three pillars through which our year will go. So now I would like to introduce to our team. So all our team is the whole of the SOGS family. Together we are going to achieve more. So I would like to invite our young and dynamic Dr. Madhura Virkar madam. She will be the vice president for this year. So Dr. Virkar madam is going to be the vice president and the incoming president for the next year. So this is the Ek Tir Mein Do Nishan. So one is madam will be there, but along with madam I will get bonus of Virkar sir. So he is our past president, and we all know how good activities he has done during his active presidentship. So I will have one more vice president at the back end always, and not to forget Dr. Sujata Kulkarni madam, the immediate past president for this year.
Ghate madam.
I invite Dr. Ghate madam to hand over the reins to Dr. Sujata Kulkarni madam. So Dr. Sujata Kulkarni madam has set the standards very high, and our team will have to work to meet her standards this year. Now I invite our Honorary Secretary, Dr. Pragati Sathe. So, as passed in the previous general body meeting, the secretary and treasurer have to work for 2 years. So so this handover is just formality. Ketki, I'll be troubling you a lot this year. So, clinical secretary Dr. Kinshu. So all our clinical activities are going to be handled by Dr. Kinshu. Now I invite our honorary treasurer, Dr. Urvashi Deshmukh. Now coming to the executive members, now I invite Dr. Manik Guram sir, so please come on the dais. I invite the incoming team on the dais, Dr. Pragati, Dr. Kinshu, Dr. Urvashi. And Dr. Pragati, please welcome the executive members. Sir. So Guram sir is going to help us in all the trust related activities and all the financial activities this year. And of course he is going to be the mentor, and one of the new activity that we are going to start with Guram sir and the new team under his guidance will be we're going to have our SOGS podcast, which is going to interview all our senior members, their life experiences, their guidance for all the juniors, and that is going to be uploaded on the YouTube channel and Spotify. So it will be audio podcast as well as video podcast. So that will remain for the generations to come for all the guidance of all our members. So that activity is going to be done by Dr. Guram sir, Dr. Pratibha, Dr. Niharika. Niharika is the current expert on reel, so you can say she is the queen of reels. You can see her reels on Instagram. Then the next executive member is Dr. Meenal Chidkupkar. So Dr. Meenal is going to help us with a lot of activities at Chidkupkar Hospital. So we are going to utilize her space for a lot of workshops, especially IUI workshops. So they have a very good IVF setup over there. So we are going to use that for the benefit of our society. Dr. Varsha Patil, if she is around. She was there, but she had some meeting. I think she was running late. So Dr. Varsha Patil will be helping us in the apart from all the activities. She is going to lead for the organization of our Endometriosis Foundation India workshop for laparoscopy. And then our Kuber, Dr. Lata Patil. So Lata is my batchmate from Sion Hospital. So we were together from PG days in Sion Hospital. We both were in Dr. Suchitra Pandit Madam's unit working together. And after that we have come over here. The young and dynamic Dr. Samant Amboli. Dr. Samant Amboli is a very enthusiastic member and a lot of recommendation for taking her in the organizing team. Whatever work you give her and she does it very enthusiastically. So this year we'll see her organizational skills during our tenure. Legal advisor Dr. Kumtekar sir. Representative to Foxy, Dr. Monica Umbadan. So this year we have changed the representative to Foxy from Milind Shah sir to Dr. Monica Umbadan. The reason being that we want Dr. Milind Shah sir to be representative to FIGO. So now he will be representing us in FIGO, and definitely next 2-3 years we'll see somebody presenting in FIGO. Representative to AMOX will be Dr. Pratibha Baldava. So this year we are having a lot of CMEs given by Foxy. Every month we are going to have these CMEs. So these CMEs are going to be organized in association with AMOX. So Dr. Monica and Dr. Pratibha are going to coordinate this CME, especially with the national and state faculties that are coming. Website coordinators will be having Dr. Niharika Raghoji. So you can follow her Instagram channels. So social media connect, especially for doctors in the current generation, is very, very important. So along with the website, we are going to have our SOGS handle on Instagram and Facebook. So these are the new handles that are going to be started by Dr. Niharika and Dr. Amay Gurram. So this year I think we are going to have a father and son in the organizing society. So he will be, maybe in next 10 years you will see on this dais as the president. So he'll be coordinating on the website, the social media, some part of the podcast and YouTube channels. So lot of innovative ideas that will come from the young generation that we'll have. So going ahead, we'll just begin, and maybe next year I hope that I would be able to come on the dais and see that I have satisfied all your expectations for this year, and I will hope that all of you are fit, healthy and better than today. So before I leave next year, I hope that all of you will cooperate with me. In some part I will be very strict, so pardon me for that, especially on the fitness part. So I want all of you to cooperate for the fitness, nutrition part this year. So let's begin. Thank you.
If you all must have noticed one thing while he wrote his name on the slide. His mother's name also is included. We all give a big clap. You mentioned that only seniors come, the juniors don't. The juniors, either they are busy or they don't think that they need anything to know. And the seniors come with the FOMO, fear of missing out. They don't want to realize that the world can run without them. So they come. I'm really worried that you mentioned about workouts. See, the only organs I work out with is my tongue and cheeks and all that, teeth. Maybe
Sir,
that
I
will be
think
upside down.
you should be the brand ambassador for the fitness. You are the maximum exercise that I know is you are doing. The day I came to Solapur, from that day I am seeing you go early, wake up early morning, go for tennis. You have such a fixed routine. So everybody I tell you, you should live like life like Dr. Doshi sir, Bahubali sir.
And you mentioned
It is actually
that
Bahubali.
treating patients with confidence.
सर एक क्वेश्चन आहे की मुलींनी लग्नानंतर आपलं नाव कसं
दोन्ही लिहितातच. मुली लिहितात.
नवऱ्याचं नाव टाकू नका.
एवढे दिवस.
नवऱ्याचं टाकू नका नाव. नवऱ्याला टाकू. नवऱ्याचं नाव लिहायची गरज नाहीये.
And lastly, treating patients with confidence. Don't treat them with overconfidence.
Yes sir.
Actually, that is more harmful.
So that I think people learn later in life how to operate, when to operate, and when not to operate. So when not to operate, people learn. That's why the podcast is going to come, sir, that you have to tell these things to all of us.
Hearty congratulations to the new team, Dr. Vijay Pawar sir. Your vision, commitment and teamwork will surely take the organization on greater heights. Now I request Dr. Urvashi Deshmukh, our treasurer, to present the proposed budget for the upcoming year 26-27.
Till the arrangements are made for this presentation, Vijay, I am happy that you mentioned about the menu which will be arranged by you all through. I don't know who has arranged for today's menu, but just one request that I have observed that the chief guest and the senior members of our society are still in the queue. Okay. For the lunch which is arranged, lunch or whatever you'll be arranging here. So one request I want to make, that at least for the guest and the senior citizens of our society, I'm not telling this because I have crossed 60, but we should make some arrangements so that it will be, comfortable for them to have food.
Yes, sir. That point will be taken care of by our team.
No, I can't operate. Here, navigate होत नाही. Escape वगैरह होत नाही. Operate. मग कसं करावं लागेल? धरावं लागेल. No, I'll be aside little now. इथे घ्यावं लागेल. That's all. Be around काय लागलं तर. So good morning everyone. I am Dr. Urvashi Kiran Deshmukh, Treasurer SOGS, and I'm here to present the proposed budget for the year 2026 and 27. So coming to the income sources, main source will be the membership fees, which will cost to around approximately 3.2 lakhs. We will try to get sponsored program as much as possible. We will try to get new membership also for the society. We will try to get educational grants from pharmaceutical companies. And we also expect income from through website advertisement to up to 15,000 annually. Now coming to meetings, we are planning to have executive body meetings with a estimate budget for 2,000 to 3,000 each meeting, total about 6 in the coming year. General body meeting, we are expected to have around 3 with again the budget of 2,000 to 3,000 per meeting. And one annual general body meeting with Shirodkar Oration, the budget for which will be 1.5 to 2 lakhs. Sundry expenses expected to be around 10,000. Now coming to Shirodkar Oration, the budget which is 1.5 to 2 lakhs, this will include travel accommodation and gifts for the orator, silver plaque for the society, food and audio visuals. Now, clinical meetings, we plan to have approximately 10 to 12 clinical meeting in the coming year. The cost for each approximately should be 20 to 20,000, which will include food, accommodation and gift for the speakers. As we have already paid 2.5 lakh to IMA for the next 10 years, we will conduct all our clinical meetings in the IMA hall. Now for stationery, including Xerox, printing, courier envelopes, etc., these various, along with registers for the society, including minutes and attendance register, is expected to cost around 20,000. Now subscription fee, the one which we pay to Foxy annually for around 600 members, it is going to cost around 2,22,000, and to AMOGS at an annual rate of 6,000 for the subscription. Website domain renewal, we plan to have it at the rate of 11 to 12,000 per annum. About annual conferences, in that case, approximate cost estimation is 8 to 10 lakhs. This shall be including brochure printing, stationery, speakers travel and accommodation, gifts, bouquets, venue and food. Annual income tax accounting, approximately 50 to 80,000. This shall include accounting fees, consultancy fees, audit fees, etc. Now, this is an overview about expected income and expenses. Among income, annual subscription, which we already saw, 3.2 lakhs. Through website advertisement, 15,000. Registration for conferences, if any, 2 to 5 lakhs. And grants from pharma or AMOGS, if any. Among the expected expenses, website annual running budget will be 11,000. Subscription to the societies, AMOGS and Foxy, 2.1 lakh. Meetings, 10,000. Shirodkar's Oration, 1.5 to 2 lakhs. Annual conference, in that case, 8 to 10 lakh. Stationery, 5 to 10,000. Account writing, 30,000 to 40,000. And clinical meetings throughout the year, which is 10 to 12, costing around 2 lakhs. So let us all have a wonderful, productive and insightful year. Thank you one and all for patient listening.
Thank you, Dr. Urvashi. Should we approve Mr. Pandre as a CA and Mr. Arvind as a accountant? This budget, yes, sir.
Executive meeting because of the expenditure. So I think we
are discussing.
Authority to the incoming president, I mean the president now installed, to decide in the next executive meeting to about whichever is feasible. If he feels comfortable with Pandre, continue with him. Otherwise, he will be given authority to change.
Sir, only thing that has happened is Pandre sir charges 50,000 and accounting charges are 30,000. So that is around 80,000 for the society. So those charges, all of the members feel that it is very high. And plus second thing that is happening is approachability, and a lot of times this year madam also faced regarding the tedious deadlines. So all the tedious deadlines were missed, and a lot of, for the last few years, and so a lot of fines we had to pay to the government. So a lot of expenses has gone on that. So that part, so financial discipline and the deadlines have to be followed. So that job by the accountant and CA was not that great. So we are planning to find out new CA and accountant. If we get, then we are going to change. Otherwise we will continue.
Yes, if you want to change, inform in the next executive meeting. Do accordingly, whichever is feasible, and make it a point to have at least quarterly meeting with the chartered accountant, so that the difficulties which come time to time will be explained to you.
What we had discussed in the last executive committee meeting, that we will take the quotes from the various other chartered accountants. So may I know anything has happened on that front, so that, because this has to be passed in the annual general body meeting, to change of auditor.
I think so, it will go to next year.
Girish, do you think that we can change the auditors in between, or how it is? It is done in...
We can give authority to the president of the managing committee.
Okay. So you'll have to minute that way. Yeah. This point was discussed and we have given the authority to president to change it, but take the decision a little early, without, in a week's time you can decide on that. Yeah.
This month we'll finalize either are we going to continue with the same auditors or we are going to change. We have spoken to few CAs and auditors, so we'll get their budgets, and that I will present to the executive body meeting, and of course to all of you on the WhatsApp, and once the decision is done, So if it requires another GPM for
No
it,
GPM is required.
No GPM.
यावेळेला सूचना आपले गिरीश कुमटेकर सरांनी केलेली आहे, त्याला अनुमोदन मिलिंद शहाने दिलेलं आहे. या ठिकाणी एवढं ठरलं आहे की याबद्दलचा डिसिजन एक्झिक्युटिव्ह बॉडीला घेण्याचा अधिकार दिलेला आहे, त्यामुळे तो तुमच्याकडे अधिकार आहे.
ठीक
So
आहे.
can I add please now for the next point? We've all been seeing the Foxy meetings as well as the AMOGS meetings. The auditor is always present at the time of presenting the accounts. Now, since we are increasing the number of members and we are doing more conferences, we are having in more funds. That is why we started taking the GST number and things. At present, we do not have much of cash in hand or FDs. But if we do not year allocate these funds, we will pay unnecessary income tax. So we also will need a person to allow us, if we have excessive funds or cash in hand, to earmark the funds. So if we can have the chartered accountant to be present in the meeting only during the time of presentation of audited reports, it will definitely help. We may not ask him to stay back to the entire meeting, but whatever queries are there, he can definitely answer. If we are paying him so much, he can come for one meeting at least in the year.
So I think in the next, when we appoint or if we continue with Pandre sir, we will take it in writing and the appointment letter that they have to come for the audit.
Quarterly meeting with the chartered accountant. If there is any new additives, new guidelines, they must be complied with.
So what we have done this year is that we have made SOP for the treasurer, for the clinical secretary and the secretary, as well as for the president. So that's why in my slide I put the constitution. So everything that what is happening is whatever the minutes of meeting and amendments that are done in the last few years, that is only in the book. So though it doesn't reflect in the constitution. So some part we are going to update that part and see that so the next team will have very easy this thing. So meetings will be made compulsory and maybe every quarterly meetings we can take a review of what has happened in the quarter. So what is happening whole year is current through difficult challenge. Every 3 months if you review, and of course for that all the senior mentors you have to ask the questions at the right time. So the team
regarding the quarterly upload of TDS, you please check on that. If that TDS is not claimed, some of the organizations, they definitely put a request to the department. For example, Indian Medical Association, when I was president of IMA, we could retrieve those funds by putting a simple application. That fund came back to the society.
Sir, please be seated. Guram sir.
Yeah, anything is missing, please.
We have to discuss few points.
1 second. Our chief guest is waiting outside. So can we wrap up the things and get
Yes, yes. Sir, in the last executive meeting, we had put forward few points which we need to just put forward in the GBM. We had a request to raise the executive members from 12. Right now we are having 5 executive with the provision of at least 5 members who have been in the managing committee previously. Is it approved by all? Yes, thank you. Second thing is, in order to absorb the GST which is imposed on us, we need to increase our membership fees from 1800 to 2000. Approved by all. Yeah, okay. Thank you. The next thing was to add the post of legal advisor and representative to AMOGS and the website coordinator in our constitution, which we don't have right now. It is just the representative to Foxy that we have in our constitution. So these 3 posts to be added in the constitution. Thank you. Second, as already been discussed, that the change of report guided by Dr. Guram sir will be done by the incoming newly elected secretary within 10 days of this GBM. Second thing, our president incoming had suggested that we buy a mobile and a SIM card for online banking of the society. So any suggestion? Thank you. And yeah. And the last thing was our FDs are right now with nationalized banks. One is the Maharashtra Bank, second is Union Bank. So when they mature, can we shift them to other banks like the Axis Bank, whichever giving more, highest. So is it approved? Okay, thank you so much.
And we have to shift the Bank of Maharashtra account, saving account also to?
Yeah, to shift the saving account also from Maharashtra Bank to, yeah. Yes, considering whichever bank, yeah. Okay, sir, Vijay sir will look into it, which bank gives more profit. Yeah, thank you.
Now we take a moment to honor and felicitate our esteemed members who have made remarkable contribution in the academics. I request Sujata madam to come on dais. First prize is Dr. Girish Kumthekar sir for receiving AMOGS Valor Award. Congratulations, sir. Dr. Rohini Deshpande madam for receiving Lifetime Achievement Award at Evolve 26. Dr. Rajiv Dabre sir for receiving Dronacharya Award at ISAR. Dr. Milind Shah sir, he has many achievements in the year 25-26. He has got many positions in various organizations. He has installed as a president ISPAT, executive member of KMC. Sir was invited as a speaker at Australia, Vietnam, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Singapore for various topics in Obs Gynae. Moving to his awards and oration, Sir had got IMA Professorship Award at Delhi and Oration Award at Solapur, Presidential Oration Award at Gurgaon. I request Dabre Sir for receiving the Dronacharya Award at ISAR. Congratulations, sir. Dr. Shashikant Umbardan sir for receiving Young Talent Award. Monica. Next, Dr. Monica Umbardan madam for taking oath as a state coordinator of AMOGS team 26-28 for received the Lakshmanyata Appreciation Champion Award at the hands of past presidents of FOXY. She became the chairperson for PSC FOXY. She has contributed to the chapters in Gyan Deepika. Next, I invite Dr. Pratibha Baldava madam for receiving the first prize in reproductive medicine original paper at annual AMOGS 26 conference Mumbai and first prize for rare case report of female hydrocele at Evolve conference. Congratulations madam. Now we have the students Dr. Sushmita Bandgar for receiving AMOGS quiz third prize at annual conference. Dr. Rajashree Vanzare, Dr. Farah Inamdar for getting AMOGS paper third prize. Dr. Ruksar Tamboi for receiving zonal conference poster presentation award. Zikras, Dr. Zikra, Dr. Bhairavi Shah, Dr. Farzana Sheikh, Dr. Mrunal Gokhale.
We request Director Madam to please come on dais to receive award
Of this.
because it was her dedication
Yes.
Yes, madam, please come. It is a proud moment for us that Dr. B.M. Medical College students has received so many awards.
Yeah.
A big round of applause.
To Dr. Thirankar.
Big Dr. Pamela.
I must say that whenever I have given a call to Thirankar Madam and to Vijay Pawar sir to send their students across, they never hesitate. In fact, they push them around that they should go and get involved in such activities. Even for the AMOX quiz, we had a big support from Thirankar Madam and Vijay Pawar sir to send their students there. Thank you so much, Madam and Vijay Pawar
Thank you.
sir, for that enthusiasm and pushing your students ahead so that they do good ahead. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Shweta Renge for second prize in Foxy Presidential Conference. Dr. Purva Ghewarikar for third prize in poster presentation for left-sided congenital diaphragmatic hernia. Yes, done. Thank you. I also would like to invite Mr. Saminder for always handling our Mr. Ivae. And the Sarovar team. Mr. Mohan. And also Mr. Mohan is not there. Yes, thank you, ma'am. Now it is my great privilege to propose the vote of thanks for this wonderful occasion. First and foremost, I express my sincere gratitude to respected senior Sushmita Bandgar for her quiz competition third prize. I express my sincere gratitude to respected President Madam for constant guidance and leadership. I extend heartfelt thanks to all the esteemed seniors and valuable support and encouragement. I extend special thanks to the office bearers and executive members for their dedicated efforts in making AGM wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. May I request the previous team and the incoming team for a photograph and the meeting is, I declare this meeting closed and I have a very small and a very genuine respect, our request. Our orator Dr. Pratap Kumar sir is there since morning. So we will take just a short break of 10 minutes and gather here for Shirodkar Oration. No need, we will start. Okay, mummy bolo tisaranda phone karo. Okay. So we are ready.
Photo.
Come for the photo and then I'll just. चला माझे आमचे एक्झिक्युटिव्ह टीम मेंबर्स दबडे सर, कुमठेकर सर, मगई मॅडम, बकुल, मोनिका and Gurram sir. Please come on dais and the next team. Madhura. हाँ yes sir, Vilin Shah sir. प्रतिभा, सुनीता नाही आली ना, अजून कोणी? कुमटेकर सर आले? गुर्रम सर?
A hearty good morning to all. Myself, Dr. Snehal Pawar, on the behalf of SOGS Team 25-26, I welcome you all for the most awaited, prestigious, late Dr. V.N. Shirodkar Oration. Dr. V.N. Shirodkar was not just a clinician, but a visionary whose work transformed maternal care. His legacy continues to inspire generations of gynecologists like us, which we are fortunate enough to enjoy and follow. His magnanimous work done by the stalwart is original, path-breaking, and recognized by whole world. Every year, this oration is forwarded to a distinguished individual who have made an outstanding contribution in the field of OBGY, and this year too, Dr. Pratap Kumar sir, of an outstanding stature, to address this august gathering. I request Dr. Sujata madam to escort our guest, Dr. Pratap Kumar sir, on dais. I also request Dr. Vijay Pawar sir, Dr. Lata madam, Dr. Ketki madam to be on dais. प्रत्येक शुभ कार्याची सुरुवात आपण श्री गणेशाच्या स्मरणाने करतो. ज्ञान, बुद्धी आणि यशाचे अधिष्ठाता असलेल्या श्री गणपतीची जगवंदना ऐकून आपण कार्यक्रमाला सुरुवात करूया. गाइये गणपती जगवंदना, गाइये गणपति जगवंदना, शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन, शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन, गाइये गणपति जगवंदन. सिद्धि सदन गजवदन विनायक, सिद्धि सदन गजवदन विनायक, कृपा सिंधु सुंदर सबलायक, शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन, गाइये गणपति जगवंदन. मोदक प्रिय मुद मंगलदाता, मोदक प्रिय मुद मंगलदाता, विद्या परिधि बुद्धि विधाता, शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन, गाइये गणपति जगवंदन. मांगत तुलसीदास कर जोरे, मांगत तुलसीदास कर जोरे, बस हूँ राम सिय मानस मोरे, शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन, गाइये गणपति जगवंदन, गाइये गणपति जगवंदन. Thank you. I now request Dr. Sujata madam to present the preamble.
Respected senior members of our society, esteemed speaker for today's oration, Dr. Pratap Kumar sir, dignitaries on the dais, and my dear friends. It is indeed a matter of great pride and privilege to welcome you all for this prestigious late Dr. V. N. Shirodkar Oration, a name that stands tall in the field of obstetrics and gynecology. Dr. Shirodkar was an internationally acclaimed pioneer, widely recognized for his path-breaking contributions and surgical innovations. His remarkable work in areas of cervical incompetence, recurrent abortions, prolapse, and family planning has left a lasting impact on modern obstetrics practice. Doctors used to come from all over India, from all over the world to watch him and operate him and admire his operating skill. He has won many awards to his credit, like Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan. His dedication to advocating women's healthcare continues to inspire generations of obstetricians even today. In this fond memory, this oration was instituted in the year 1987 by our founder, president, and student of Dr. Shirodkar, late Dr. V.B. Kulkarni sir and Dr. Ajit Kulkarni sir, with the vision of promoting academic excellence and continuing medical education. One of the key aims of this oration is to strengthen the unity and bonding among our SOGS members. Since its inception, this oration has been graced by eminent stalwarts in the field who have enriched us with their knowledge and vast clinical experience. Distinguished speakers over the years have included luminaries such as Dr. Das Gupta, Dr. Mehta, Dr. Rohit Bhatt, Dr. Sadhna Desai, Dr. Kurian Joseph, Dr. Suresh, Dr. Hafiz Rahman, among others. Each year, we, the SOGS, look forward to this academic feast, which has consistently inspired and enlightened us with valuable insights and practical learning. This year, we are truly fortunate to have with us eminent academician and clinician, Dr. Pratap Kumar Sir, who will be delivering today's Dr. Shirodkar oration. We are confident that his oration will provide deep clinical perspectives and enrich our understanding of the evolving landscapes of obstetrics. Today, he will be delivering the oration on a highly relevant and thought-provoking topic, obstetrics, past, present, and future. As we gather here today, we are not merely attending an oration. We are celebrating a rich legacy, honoring the vision of legends like Dr. Shirodkar. I am confident that this oration will enrich our knowledge and inspire us to learn, unlearn, and relearn. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Light is considered as a symbol of auspiciousness, prosperity, and abundance. We light the lamp to bow down to knowledge as the greatest form of wealth. So I request all the dignitaries on the dais for lamp lighting. With the great
सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा प्रथमेश्वरा गणेश्वरा चिन्तामणि परमेश्वरा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा प्रथमेश्वरा गणेश्वरा चिन्तामणि परमेश्वरा.
With great reverence and utmost privilege, I request our guests to pay floral tribute to as a gesture of remembrance and gratitude to late Dr. V.N. Shirodkar, sir. Thank you all. I now call upon Dr. Vijay Pawar, sir, to present the life sketch of late Dr. V.N. Shirodkar, sir.
Respected Chair and my dear colleagues, it gives me great privilege and honor to be on this dais to present the life sketch of Padma Bhushan, late Dr. Vitthal Nagesh Shirodkar, sir. The great legend in the history of obstetrics and gynecology, which we all envision to become at least 1% of what Dr. V.N. Shirodkar sir was. So doctors are indeed born. This is amply true about Dr. V.N. Shirodkar sir. 1899 was a vintage year for biomedical science, especially for innovative surgery of female genital tract. For in that year was the birth of Vitthal Nagesh Shirodkar in Shiroda, a hamlet near Fonda in Goa. He grew up in Goa and was later educated in Hubli. He did his paramedical studies in Pune at Deccan College. The medical training happened in Grand Medical College, Mumbai. He passed his MBBS in 1923, his MD in 1927 from Bombay University, and his FRCS in 1931. He worked as an honorary obstetrician and gynecologist at JJ Group of Hospitals in 1935, an era of 1955 to 60 where his distinguished work was recognized. He was a peerless surgeon and artist, and his contribution speaks for his active and imaginative mind. Now coming to the contributions of Dr. V.N. Shirodkar sir in obstetrics and gynecology. In 1955, Dr. V.N. Shirodkar described the cervical cerclage operation, which we still mark as the gold standard, and all the newer techniques are compared with this gold standard. A surgery which has stood the greatest test of time. He innovated special instruments for the repair of the incompetent cervix. He also innovated the retractor, the sponge holding forceps, the fasciotom, surgical Shirodkar needles, the right and the left, and the non-slip speculum. All these instruments were innovated for this Shirodkar's encerclage surgery. The operations on the cervical cerclage was a masterpiece. He described his operation at international conference in Paris in 1951 and at Naples in 1956. With all due respect to the old masters, I did not reconcile myself to some of the operative procedures which fell far short of the ideals. The ideas came to my mind for improving the time-honored method. So we all know that Shirodkar sir was a always evolving person and is a guidance and like a torchlight for us to follow his footsteps. His other surgical contributions were operations for the absent vagina, where he used the colon for the reconstruction of vagina. The Shirodkar's extended Manchester operation, we all know. Shirodkar's sling surgery. Now we are using the Marcelin tape for this, but the original used the fascia. The Shirodkar's technique of uterotubal implantation. The treatment of corneal tubal block was a challenging problem. In 1957, he presented a study of 100 cases of uterotubal implantation. He devised implantation by using a special reamer which is called the Shirodkar reamer. He used tantalum wires, polyethylene tubes to keep the fallopian tube patent. So imagine in the era when India had got freedom, in that era he was using all these devices which he managed to devise himself. I have not known any surgeon who has done in the last 20 years any innovation as at par with Dr. Shirodkar from India. His contribution to family planning, he was a member of the Shantilal Committee for Abortion. He founded along with Dr. G.M. Phadke the Family Planning Association of India, which is doing a humongous work all over India. He laid down the criteria for tubal sterilization. It should be performed at the widest portion. The separate two ends should be separated for preventing recanalization. So these were all his guidelines that he had contributed. He was a hardcore surgeon. If you go through his daily life routine, his day would start at around 5 a.m. or maybe earlier. He used to work around 14 to 16 hours a day till his last illness. He was a distinguished surgeon and his precision and gentleness in handling tissue was delightful to watch. Lot of foreign trainers used to come to observe his surgery. His instruments were not mere inert object, but they were like a person to him, and he always operated with an audience by his side. Dr. Shirodkar sir was a great teacher. He captivated his students and many generations of students remember him with affection and gratitude. We had a question on in our postgraduate exam on Shirodkar's contribution in obstetrics and gynecology and in his social contribution. So he had a lot of social contribution. If you go to near the KEM hospital, we have a school which has been founded by Dr. V.N. Shirodkar sir. In 1960, he published his monogram on his contributions in gynecology, which was dedicated to Sri Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. I was fortunate enough to see this monogram in Sion Hospital, the LT Medical College, where it is still there in the library. At that time, in 2001, we didn't have the internet connection, so we had to go in the library, get the Xerox whenever we wanted to publish any paper. So that time I had the opportunity to go through his monogram. It was fantastic to see and to just imagine in that era when the things were not that easily accessible. Now whatever we are getting accessible on the mobile phones and internet, it was really very wonderful to see those monograms. In 1963 and 1970, he contributed a chapter on incompetent cervix in volume 4 and 5 of Progress of Gynecology by Meigs and SOGS. 1967, a chapter in Advances in Obstetrics and Gynecology by Marcus and Marcus, which was entitled A New Approach to the Understanding of the Anatomy and Treatment of Uterine Prolapse. He has put his own diagrams in his publication, which depicts his artistic and meticulous approach in surgery. It includes his original drawings on various techniques, instruments and operations to reduce the inversion of the uterus, the techniques of external cephalic versions. In 1966, he along with Dr. Shrikande did the first exchange transfusion for RH isoimmunization in India. He was the founder fellow of Indian Academy of Medical Sciences, past president of OXY, honorary fellow of the Royal College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists of England, honorary member of the French Society of Obstetrics and Gynecology, honorary member of the Society for Obstetricians and Gynecologists of Brazil, fellow of American College of Surgeons. He got the Padma Bhushan in 1960 and Padma Vibhushan in 1976. He was a unique, gifted personality. He was very academic, artistic, and was a progressive thinker. Man of great charm and humor too. A great sportsman, loved to play tennis and golf. His paintings and drawings provided him relaxation. He was a member of the Bombay Art Society, and his paintings were exhibited as a one-man show. He had learned to play violin in the last few years of his life, so he was a lifelong learner. Multilingual, used to read Russian papers too. He was warm and humane, was respected and loved by everyone who came in his contact, maybe rich or poor. So these are some of his paintings. His devotion to private practice was most distinguishable. He performed Indira Gandhi's delivery when Rajiv Gandhi was born. Besides being a busy practitioner, Dr. V. N. Shirodkar published many books and papers and took keen interest in social medicine. He was a member of the Shantilal Committee of Abortion, established the Family Planning Association of India. He formed the school for special children, the mentally retarded children. And as far as family was concerned, his wife was CEO of his hospital. His son Manohar V. N. Shirodkar spent his career studying Ross sarcoma virus at Johns Hopkins School of Public Health, and he then later returned back to India. He still lives amongst us with his contribution towards womankind. His work was been a great source of inspiration for all of us, best described as a scientist, the healer, and the man. I am privileged to present in front of you his biography and his vision and skills we are going to adopt in our society activities in the future. He will be the guardian for our society. I thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all the dignitaries on the dais, and I request them to occupy their seats of the dais. I now request the chairpersons for today's oration, Dr. Sujata Kulkarni Madam and Dr. Ketki Joshi Madam, to occupy their seats. Over to you, chairpersons.
Respected seniors, today's guest speaker, Dr. Pratap Kumar sir, and my dear friends, it is indeed my proud privilege to introduce today's esteemed orator, Dr. Pratap Kumar sir, a teacher par excellence, a mentor, and a visionary in reproductive medicine. At present, sir is a senior consultant, Department of Reproductive Medicine and Surgery, Kasturba Medical College, Manipal, Manipal Academy of Higher Education, Manipal, Karnataka, India. This photograph captures a very special moment when we met sir in Delhi, exactly 1 year back, and requested him to deliver the Shirodkar oration. He graciously agreed without a moment of hesitation. And today, our dream has come true. Sir is with us. His journey from student of this institution to its head of department is truly remarkable and inspiring. Sir did his schooling at Mangalore. He did his MBBS in 1976 and MD in 1981 from Kasturba Medical College, Mangalore and Manipal. Since 1996, he was the head of the department at Manipal College. He has established Division of Reproductive Medicine at Kasturba Hospital, Manipal. He was the Vice President of FOXI for the year 1999, Inspector, Examiner and Advisor, National Board of Examinations, Examiner for undergraduates and postgraduates in several universities, appointed as editorial committee member of several journals. He is one of the pioneers who shaped reproductive medicine and IVF practices in India. He was the president, Karnataka State OBGY Society of FOXI 2011-12. He is the member of the Task Force of Human Development and Disease Biology in New Delhi. He is the member of the Project Review Group on Reproductive and Child Health, Indian Council of Medical Research, New Delhi. He has various awards to his credits. Fertivision 2018, Leading Lights in Reproductive Medicine by Indian Fertility Society. Dr. Duru Shah Lifetime Achievement Award in 2017 by Indian Society of Assisted Reproduction. Dr. Kutti Lifetime Achievement Award FOXI for the year 2011-12. Dr. D.K. Tank Reproductive Healthcare Promotion Trophy in 2011 and 12. He has more than 300 publications, 1,000 plus national and international presentations, editor of 10 textbooks, contributed to multiple academic chapters. He's passionate about music, plays sitar. He has won many medals by playing sitar in his UG days. He is a strong believer in positivity. His values of life to be remembered are the 3 C's: character, commitment, and confidence. We should have a good character. We should be committed to our work, family, and friends. And whatever we do, we should do it with great confidence. Sir is known for promoting positive mindset and clarity of thoughts. He is a truly family man. His wife, Mrs. Vidya Pratap, she is the Director of Public Relations and Media Communications at Manipal University. He is blessed with 2 beautiful daughters, Deepali and Deepika. Both have excelled in academics and arts. And now, it's my honor and privilege to invite an eminent academician, an inspiring teacher, a great clinician, Dr. Pratap Kumar Sir, to deliver prestigious late Dr. V. N. Shirodkar oration on the topic obstetrics, past, present, and future. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to our Shirodkar orator, Dr. Pratap Kumar Sir. Thank you.
Very good morning to all of you. Thank you for inviting me for this prestigious oration of a very famous personality whom has been introduced beautifully. The President of the Society, Dr. Sujata Kulkarni, Secretary Ketaki Joshi, Clinical Secretary Snehal Pawar, Honorary Treasurer Lata Patil, and all my senior friends who are here, whom I met many times in many conferences. And of course, as she said, she met me 1 year back. And of course, she said, Dr. Rohini Deshpande has selected you and along with others. So you have to say yes for this. And Madam called me personally later on, and then she called me, and of course Milind Shah, I know for so many years, and we are together many times in many ways. And of course, you know, the Solapur Society is a very bright society, and I'm so happy to be here delivering this Dr. Shirodkar's oration. I was a very active obstetrician long back. Now 4 years I'm not doing obstetrics because I started the Department of Reproductive Medicine and Surgery, and I started the MCH course in the same subject. It's a 3-year course. They come through national exam, and MCH is a 3-year course. There are only 8 centers in India and 1 center in Karnataka state, and I'm happy that our first batch passed last year. The batch 2 also has finishing the exam now. So with that introduction, I once again bring greetings to all of you from Manipal Academy of Higher Education, a deemed university from the state of Karnataka state. Though science and techniques have changed, the ultimate goal is to have a safe delivery with the utmost concern over maternal and child health. That's what we are meant for. There's a dramatic change. We all read textbooks. We produce textbooks, read textbooks, and physically going to library and then looking for the articles. And we had a very tough time reading those books because, as he said, of course, Vijay, the next president, I forgot to mention you. You did mention about the monogram, and I'm very sure that all of us have read that monogram. And interestingly, things have changed. People are on e-books, and things have changed dramatically. But the knowledge has to be improved by the younger generation, because not only the e-books, it's the practicality of what we do. Our seniors, what they have told us in obstetrics cannot be changed. I always feel the palpation is so important. People have forgotten they directly do ultrasound. So the palpation of the obstetric patient has been forgotten. It's a direct ultrasound. So, but I still feel we cannot forget our own palpation of the obstetricians, because we know exactly how many weeks the pregnancy grows and where is the height of uterus. I don't think it changes. But ultrasound has changed the scenario. Interestingly, I was the Foxy Imaging Science chairperson long back. I conducted several workshops along with Dr. M.Y. Raval, whom you all know. And it has changed the subject definitely. But always remember, the basics of ultrasound must be taught and learned by all the obstetricians. We do send ultrasound for radiologists, I know, but if you know your basics of at least some of the things which I'm going to talk about, it will change the clinical scenario dramatically. The art of palpation, how much is left? You know, my teacher was Professor Padma Rao. She always said, forget about all those grips, what the names of the grips, but at least find out where that head is. The head is not in the lower pole, it is somewhere else. So I think that is the basic teaching which I also teach. Find out where the head of the baby is. Then you know exactly what to do. And doesn't matter where the back and limbs are, but the head is more important. In fact, one of my patients, they did not feel the head and they thought it must be anencephaly by palpation. They didn't realize the head is in the pelvis. It is engaged at 28 weeks of pregnancy. So I think the art of understanding where the head is will matter for our planning of obstetrics. Another thing is the cervix. I always feel the cervix is a little bit of a confusion in our obstetrics, and Professor Shirodkar has done so much of work in Shirodkar Sensaklaj, which I still practice. I'm one of the few people who practice Shirodkar Sensaklaj. I've taught all my assistants and they're all doing very well. We do not do endoscopic suturing of the internal os because we are good in Shirodkar Sensaklaj, and we have had many failures of McDonald's by outside, and many of our patients have gone to term, and if they get into labor, we anyway know to cut the circle. So what Vijay was showing about the left and the right needles, I still do that, left and right, how to identify that also, we always teach that. And it is a beautiful art Dr. Shirodkar has actually done for so many of us. The cervix is an important area. I know we were only palpating the cervix, but we were palpating only the vaginal portion. But I think that we should know the whole cervix is not in the vagina, it's in the above the vagina also. Hence the cervical assessment by ultrasound is a very important change in obstetrics from the past to the present, because we were not understanding the whole cervix at all. The cervical length has to be assessed only by ultrasound and not by pelvic examination, because we can know that the upper portion beyond the supravaginal portion, put a line there. You will find the cervix is always like a diya, C-shaped. If the cervix is like a diya, it's a good cervix. Because if it straightens out, it's a very soft cervix. So when I find a straight cervix by 27, 28 weeks of pregnancy, I know the cervix is going to open up. And in those cases, you have to treat vaginal infection aggressively, either giving vaginal antibiotics or probiotics, which is a new thing coming up. And of course, remember, you start progestogens when you have a doubt whether this woman is going to deliver or not. There's no harm in starting progestogens in those cases and not for all pregnant women. That's what's happening now. So the cervix is an important dynamic organ which can change the scenario of the preterm labor, and we can avoid preterm labor in a good number of patients. Hence the short cervix, the relative risk of short cervix less than 35 weeks is a good prediction. Those days are gone. We were teaching trust your vaginal ultrasound, TYVU. It is still there. Once the membrane gets herniated into the cervix, it's a very late sign. So this trust is good, the T is good. YVU is a late sign. We have missed the bus. They come into hospital with premature rupture of membrane, and most of the time nothing can be done. We just buy time by giving steroids and wait for another few days. So hence, once again emphasizing the change from the past to the present is the assessment of the cervix by ultrasound, and of course knowing it better than before. So the dramatic changes of ultrasound in the present obstetrical days are ectopic pregnancies are diagnosed even before rupture. We were taught, the seniors would agree with me, we didn't have ultrasound when we practiced obstetrics because it's a very one machine in the whole hospital, but we were taught colpocentesis. We were how to put the needle, how to draw the blood, means it's ruptured. Again, none of the younger ones have seen that because they don't need to see. We are anyway diagnosing ectopic pregnancy even before it ruptures. That's the change in the present scenario. We are saving a lot of mothers from ruptured ectopic pregnancy. A dramatic change is the Doppler in Dopplers basically, which I'm going to talk a little bit about it, but the nuchal NT scan has been changed completely. We were not doing NT scans long back, but the present obstetrics is everybody should have a Down syndrome screening at 12 weeks and of course about 18 weeks once again. The prediction of preeclampsia has completely changed in the last. We were not predicting. We were just treating eclampsia and getting blood pressure, proteinuria. But there are lots of tests which have been introduced in the medical fraternity, by the fraternity, in NT scan and the preeclampsia changes, which I'm not going to talk about. But one thing is very important. All obstetricians must be able to diagnose IUGR, because that is where the baby is lost. The present obstetricians must learn, it's not only fundal height, you may miss the fund by the fundal height, but you have to do ultrasound. Specifically, less liquor is a very important diagnostic feature, because you can save a lot more babies. You know, recently there was a referral to our hospital. They said everything was normal, but baby had IUD. I said, why? Because maybe you missed the IUGR. So when I looked into the notes, I found that the radiologist has predicted IUGR, but not written IUGR at the bottom, but they have written the fetal abdomen is not corresponding to the gestational age. The obstetrician did not see that sentence. So I always feel, look at the fetal abdomen. That's a very, very important area, because the fetal abdomen, 50% has liver, and liver has glycogen. So when the baby is not growing well, it will use up the glycogen, and the liver will shrink and the abdomen will shrink. So when you look at the biparietal diameter, femur length and abdominal circumference, the first and the last will show the correct gestational age. The middle one, abdominal circumference, won't tell us the gestational age, it will show less. So if you can understand the simple identification of abdominal circumference by ultrasound, and of course Liker is always an important issue. Ultrasound, the importance of abdominal circumference, as I mentioned, and very simple fetal well-being tests have been introduced. We were only knowing fetal movements in the past obstetrics, but now movements also are important, but other things also will tell us about the fetal well-being, which has to be taught and understood by all of us. The art of forceps is going off. I was asking some of my assistants, they said they do not apply forceps except outlet forceps. But I think it's true, because we are only doing outlet forceps at least. But that also is not taught, not even understood. So I think the art of, the past obstetrics was, I was applying low mid cavity forceps, and most of the seniors have done it in their clinical scenarios, because we were taught how to apply the axis traction forceps, and there was no problem. But at least outlet forceps has to be taught by people. They only know vacuum delivery, but they don't know outlet forceps. I think it's important to learn outlet forceps at least, because you're going to save a lot more cesarean sections. Otherwise, you'll be going and putting every second stage in a cesarean section on the table. Internal podalic version, gone are the days. Nobody has seen, nobody has done it in the recent past. We were doing a lot of internal podalic version because we were quite bold, I think. But now nobody wants to do, because in case there's a fracture of the leg, something happens, they'll blame us in the court of law. So the internal podalic version, I always say that, the examiners ask the same question for postgraduate. Which leg should you pull? The answer is any leg. You want to pull down somebody, you just pull down one leg, they'll fall down. So any leg is enough, but not the hand. So you should know to differentiate hand and the legs. That's what we were all taught in the past. But now the present obstetrics doesn't say that. We will do cesarean section even for the second of the twin. If there's a cord prolapse and breach, unless it's so easily coming out, otherwise indication for cesarean section in second of the twin is also there, and internal podalic version in the present obstetrics will be a big plus or minus and a question mark. When we studied, we put this pinna stethoscope on the abdomen of the babies, and I'm sure all of you have done it, the seniors are assembled here. It's not necessary these days, because we have stethoscope, and even beyond stethoscope will be the fetal monitoring and so on. But this will have to be very well understood. The labor assessment is an important issue of the pelvis, and I'm surprised that the younger generation is not taught all those diameters. They think by doing ultrasound in labor they can diagnose. Ultrasound in labor is another change, but according to me, palpation cannot be changed. Ultrasound angle this way, that way, they're measuring from symphysis pubis, but it's all complicated. Why don't we learn and teach the art of pelvic assessment itself? I always tell there are everything is S, the postgraduates, if at all they hear. sacral promontory, sacral curve, side walls, spines, sacrosinus, sacrocytic notch, subpubic arch, and everything is SS. So why don't we learn and teach still in the present obstetrics what we did in the past? Assessment is so important. Why I am telling about that is, when I was born, after a prolonged labor at Chennai, my mother had a prolonged labor because of CPD, which was not diagnosed. Those days, home deliveries. She was taken to Chennai Women and Child Hospital, and the famous eclampsia, Menon's regime, everybody has seen earlier. He delivered me, and I was deeply asphyxiated, and they said 50-50 chance of survival, and those days I think ICUS not there also. And then I cried after 3 days. Whether I cried before, nobody told me. So I was told that this baby is not going to do well in life also. So didn't tell on my mother's face. My grandmother said, this boy has survived. So why don't we name him as Pratap? Pratap was, we saved. How do I say Pratap? Pratap is we won over something in the first battle of life. So my name in South India is rare. Pratap is rare. It's common in Rajasthan and other places. So that is why I took up obstetrics. When my mother told me during my MBBS days, did you know that you were born asphyxiated? I think Menon pulled out with my hair. So my hair came off on that time. So that's the story of CPD. So after that, I thought I should teach pelvic assessment for everybody under me. And I was so strong in mechanism of labor. I was to teach all the undergraduates, postgraduates, all mechanism of labor, which I cannot forget because I was born because of CPD, which was not diagnosed. Now, over the time in the present obstetrics, we have understood fetal origins of adult disease, maternal environment, maternal placental physiology, fetal environment, etc. has been understood over the years, and response to adverse environments is accelerated maturation, keeps nutrients, and of course growth, etc. will be altered, and we now know the genomic activity, etc. in the newborn and the baby will alter the fetal growth, interactions of pre-eclampsia, pre- and postnatal environments, and the present obstetrics has told us about fetal origin of the disease, which everybody knows. Once again emphasizing, the fetal hypoxia is reflected by the abdominal circumference, proved to be the most sensitive in diagnosis of IUGR, and of course whenever the baby is asphyxiated, it won't pass urine, and the LICA will be less for sure, and we cannot ignore this at all. The risk factor for a SGA fetus, small for gestational age, has been in the present obstetrics expanded to a very large level. All women should be assessed for risk factors. Women have a major risk factor. Serial ultrasound is advocated, and of course umbilical artery Doppler, etc., which I'm not going to talk about. It's a huge topic by itself. However, in the present day, the Dopplers are being used in plenty to diagnose several things, because fetal medicine people have changed the scenario of the present obstetrics. But I still feel symphysofunnel height cannot be ignored, because we always feel, take measurement, put on the chart. Why not in a big hospital? At least in the rural places, we can always promote these people. And why not in a big hospital also? Because many centers in the periphery do not have ultrasound. So at least teach them symphysofunnel height, what we did long back. But over the years, we realize we only teach two things: when to deliver and how to deliver. How to deliver, everybody knows. There are only two methods. But the other one method has been forgotten. So, when to deliver, remember the clues of impending fetal death and deliver on time, because ultrasound has changed the scenario completely of when to deliver the patient, because we realize, because the brain is very sensitive. When the brain doesn't get oxygen, it may not do well. So I told about my story, but somehow the oxygen must have been there in my brain. But basically the brain is affected by asphyxia. That's why the cerebral flow goes up. When the Doppler tells the brain is getting more blood, it is a problem. That baby has a problem. You can't ignore that baby at all. So fetus has two main compensating phenomena of hypoxia: immediate reduction in oxygen consumption achieved by reducing or stopping all movements not essential for survival, means limb movements. If they don't move, you should not take it lightly. You should do more tests. And when you find the redistribution of the cardiac output occurs, there will be tachycardia by CTG. And of course, these are the very, very important subtle changes we cannot miss. So when the patient comes with no movements or less movement, you can't ignore. There's another IUD occurred in a nearby hospital. She went at 5 o'clock, maybe 7 o'clock closing time of a clinic, and she went with no fetal movements. The doctor just heard the heart and said, come tomorrow for test. When the baby is not moving at all, it's called as movement alarm signal. You should understand, of course, next day she had an IUD. So I told the doctor, how did you just do that? Because patient came for another opinion. I didn't tell the patient something was wrong. I called up the doctor and said, it's called a movement alarm signal. If the baby is not moving for at least 12 hours, something is wrong. The baby should be keeping on moving. And of course, when I went to Brussels, I like this statue. When the baby peeing statue, this should not be forgotten. When the baby pees, that the baby is fine. The baby doesn't pee, that means there is no liquor. So when things do happen, that's an important issue. When a baby is asphyxiated, look at the liquor pockets are very good. Just looking at the pocket in the present obstetric days, I know baby is fine and it will move. So when there is no liquor, it will not move. So these are the very, very basic obstetrics. The cardioregulatory neurons controlling the coupling of fetal movement and the heart rate acceleration and the fetal breathing center neurons have to be understood. These two sites have almost the same threshold of hypoxemia. What does it mean? The centers regulating fetal movements have a higher threshold than those for fetal breathing or acceleration. The fetal tone center has the highest threshold. So what does it mean? It means a starved fetus will have reduced amniotic fluid, reduces all activity to conserve energy, and of course asymmetrical IUG occurs, and which I mentioned a little while ago. Now this is before the past obstetrics. We were understanding this, and the present obstetrics is Doppler. But before Doppler, I think all of us should know this point. Whatever appears first disappears last. That means the baby's heart appears first by ultrasound. We don't find the movements. Heartbeat means we're happy. That goes. That's the last one. That's what's important. What appears first is last. After that, the baby, by 2 months, we know there's flexion and extension. The babies are moving. So when the tone is the next thing to go. When the movement is next, of course, around 6, we can see movement even earlier by ultrasound. Then, of course, she feels, we were teaching quickening. We only know that baby moves from 5 months of pregnancy because quickening. But the baby moves from 2 months itself. Fetal breathing movement. So when you don't find breathing movement happening, it's a very early sign. And of course, I told you about the fetal heart. Tachycardia is an important issue by CTG. So when CTG goes wrong, it may be one of the earliest things. But before that is Doppler. You can pick up all these changes, or even much before these changes occur, by Doppler itself. So Doppler has changed the scenario in the present day obstetrics and in the future too. But remember, when patient comes with no movement, she's already down the hypoxic cascade. She's already so low in the cascade there. So we cannot ignore. The role of color Doppler has changed completely the obstetrics there, because we have understood over the time the uterine artery will tell us the maternal adaptation, umbilical artery will tell the blood to the fetus, middle cerebral artery to the brain, and of course ductus venosus, the terminal event. Sequelae to be understood: whenever the baby is not growing well, the arterial Doppler goes off track, then the venous Doppler goes off track, and then the abnormal CTG. Neurons with high metabolic rate and demand are excessively sensitive to local hypoxemia and ischemia. Pathological suppression of the neurons composing a given regulatory site results in loss of normal features of a given biophysical activity. Ultimately, in the obstetrics, we divide into 3 groups. Untroubled by labor events, 90%. They just deliver without your care and my care. Troubled but able to fully compensate. Still there is no immediate danger because we are able to find out that. And the last one is troubled, utilizes key resources and unable to fully compensate, benefited by appropriate interventions. The future is fetal intrauterine surgery. Already presently many people are doing, but the future is going to be even more. We can diagnose by ultrasound, do intrauterine surgery and push the baby back into the uterus, and that is what we're going to develop in the next few years. But the future is artificial intelligence, because we don't use our own intelligence. So we want artificial intelligence, and our intelligence is going down in number. But it is not going to change obstetrics much. It may change the diagnosis by ultrasound. In future, you may not need a training in ultrasound. Everything comes with artificial intelligence. You just put a probe there, it's going to diagnose. So all these radiologists and ultrafetal medicine people will have less work because artificial intelligence will change the scenario. Described in many ways as the ability of a computer program to perform processes associated with human intelligence, such as reasoning, learning, adaptation, sensory understanding, etc. In simple terms, traditional computational algorithms are software programs that allow sequence of rules and perform an identical function every time. There are three kinds of intelligence. Artificial narrow intelligence performs tasks before the level of a human brain. Artificial general intelligence performs tasks at the level of human brain, and super intelligence exceeds the level of human brain. We may not be seeing this kind of change, but already we know AI is changing in many ways. But same question, is there a future to understand labor? Artificial intelligence may be for other things, but we are still palpating and still knowing about patient delivering or not. And the future, of course, maybe the babies growing in incubators. We may not even live to see all this because it's the future. We are finding some kind of movies are coming up with that, but I'm sure it's going to happen in the next few decades. But I always say the mechanism of labor has to be understood by all younger ones, older ones anyway know, because obstetrics cannot change. Artificial intelligence will not change labor unless we know the descent, the rotation of the baby. As I told you, one of my favorite topics was mechanism of labor for undergraduates and postgraduates because something happened wrong in my mother's delivery. So we know that the labor process is something which artificial intelligence may not change. This is what I had, my mother had. Just watch this. This is a beautiful video where everybody thought that this baby will come out, but it didn't come out because it got stuck in the pelvis because of CPD. Hence all these maternal adaptations of the symphysis pubis joints going a little beyond limits. It may go through. This rotation should happen for a normal delivery, internal rotation of the occiput, but it doesn't happen whenever there's contracted pelvis. So this baby was stuck and delivered by cesarean section, and we have to know we can't wait too long. We have been taught by our seniors and we teach the others saying obstetrics will not change by artificial intelligence, but our hands and mind and diagnosis is very, very important and prevent this thing happening, getting stuck in the pelvis. And ultimately we know a delivery can occur in any ways, precipitate labor and more volume. And that's life. Thank you so much for the invitation, and it's my pleasure once again. Greetings from Manipal to Solapur, and once again appreciate all your presence, and of course thank you for the invitation.
As you said, with the new things happening, we have to keep in mind what we have learned earlier, basic palpation and the normal labor. So thank you a lot. We are very fortunate to have you here. Thank you.
I now request Dr. Sujata Madam to present silver plaque and citation to our esteemed orator, Dr. Pratap Kumar sir.
I put a light, I think.
Solapur Obstetric and Gynecological Society, Dr. Pratap Kumar sir. We, the President and members of SOGS, are honored and happy to present late Dr. V.N. Shirodkar Oration Award to Dr. Pratap Kumar, a dedicated teacher, a music lover, and a sitarist who is passionate about imparting positive thinking. He is a senior consultant at Department of Reproductive Medicine and Surgery, Kasturba Medical College, Manipal, Karnataka. He is a recipient of Dr. Duru Shah Lifetime Achievement Award at ICER and also Dr. Kutti Lifetime Achievement Award at Foxy. He has contributed more than 300 publications and over 50 chapters in various books. He is editor of 10 textbooks. He has more than 400 presentations at national and international conferences. He is also a recipient of Foxy Korean Award for research on FSH threshold concept in infertility. Your academic qualifications and recognition for your work all over the world truly exemplify your proficiency and dedication towards women health. It is our proud privilege to present to you today the prestigious late Dr. V.N. Shirodkar Award 2026 for your excellent and engrossing lecture on obstetrics, past, present and future. Delivered on 12th of April 2026, Dr. Sujata Kulkarni, President, and Dr. Ketki Joshi, Secretary.
Declare this Shirodkar oration over, and I request everyone to come please stage on the stage for a group photograph. It will be a memory. All our members are with a pearl necklace, as you can see, and with a nice coat. So please come on the dais, everyone. Can anyone help with the chairs, please? Please come on the dais itself then. Please come forward, everyone. Please come forward.